dears, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela and I put out beauty related videos on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Today's video is a mini ColourPop haul for you, and I wanted to share what I purchased as well as give you the demo on how one of the products performed today. And yeah, let's just get right into this. Yes. First little guy that I purchased was the Element of Surprise palette. I was super duper drawn to this palette for a number of reasons. One, I thought it was super well rounded. It has a gorgeous amount of warm shadows. It's got some cool tones in there. It's got some fun like pops of color. It is also the first palette that they offer with all four like eyeshadow formulas that they offer, and I was super intrigued by that because I really want more duochromes in my collection. I love everything about duochromes. Like, duochromes are just one of those like, they're just like beautiful, beautiful colors that speak to my soul. Plus, what's not to like about a color that shifts in different lightings? So yeah, that's the only reason why I went with this palette, to be honest. I've also never tried any of ColourPop's like pressed eyeshadows before. I figured this would be the perfect palette to start with. Overall, I am very, very pleased in the formula of all of the shadows. Absolutely love it. I look forward to, you know, continuing to use this and share my looks with you guys. The next product I purchased was a bronzer. They have a pretty sweet deal on bronzers in my opinion. Since of course my favorite bronzer is like $13 at the drugstore, I thought, you know, $8 and it comes in a compact with a pretty decent mirror, like, why not? I chose the color California Dreamin'. I wanted to get something as close to the butter bronzer, you know, as I could. This looks like a beautiful, beautiful color. I did not use it today because I had already had all my makeup on, but it looks pretty good. It's not too warm, it's not too dark. It's gonna look pretty dang good on my skin if you ask me. The only thing I will say I don't care for the packaging is that you can't see the name of your, you know, whatever on the back. If you have multiple ones of these, you're stuck opening each one, or I guess if you're super creative, you can just get a labeler and label them. Overall, I'm super excited to use that one. Next thing I purchased was a lippie stick. I absolutely adore this formula of lippie stick, and when I find something that I really, really like, I just kind of stick to it, and it just is so great that it comes in so many different colors, so I can just continue to purchase more and more colors. I got the shade Ziggy. It is a matte X formula. It is a beautiful, beautiful burnt like orange terracotta color. It is absolutely stunning. And did you see that swatch? I mean, butter, right? But I don't know what they've done to their matte X or matte formulas recently, but they are all just like gliding so nice. Like, they are not skipping, they're not drying, they're just becoming like better and better. And ColourPop, if you ever watch this, just keep doing that because we're loving it. And the last thing I purchased was just an empty magnetic palette. I thought that this was the best deal for an empty magnetic palette. I absolutely needed it because I am running out of space in some of my other palettes, so I purchased that to, you know, go ahead and fill up. It's again such a great deal, like $10, come on. So yeah, that was my mini haul, and let's just cut to the demo of me putting on this eyeshadow look today. Yes. Yeep, I am so excited to use this because, as you already know, I've never used any sort of pressed eyeshadows from ColourPop before, so this should be fun. So as always, I'm gonna go in with primer, and I am just using the Hard Candy eyeshadow primer for today, and then I'm gonna set my lid with Go With The Flow. It's like a really nice pinky, like peach shade. And that's gonna be perfect to set my primer with. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Sea Stars, and it's just like a really pretty burnt mustardy yellow color that I love so much. And I'm basically going to apply this right into that crease. Ooh, that is nicely, nicely pigmented. I'm just gonna go back in with that first brush and just blend this out a little bit. I am really loving these two colors together. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush that's super clean. I'm just going to buff this out a little bit. And I will say that that mustardy like yellow color definitely changed once I applied it on top of that Go With The Flow color. So a little bit like meh, but you know what? It's really not that big of a deal. I'm sure that that color will change with like other colors. You know, sometimes when eyeshadows are a little bit too pigmented, can, you know, mix and change because that's what happens when you mix colors together. So it doesn't upset me. I still think that that, you know, looks beautiful in my opinion. Now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of blank canvas. Look at how pigmented, like I barely tapped my brush into that shadow. And I'm going to place this in the outer V here. It's a lot lighter than I expected. Like in the pan, it does look darker, but you know, maybe it's one of those colors that you have to build up. And I personally like that in my eyeshadows. I am definitely one to like to build things up because I don't like it when you put some pigment down and it's basically like boom. I'm gonna build this up, you know, little by little to see if I can get it true to its pan color. Just gonna go in with that crease brush and blend it out again. Yeah, that is a lot more pink than I expected, but it's still really pretty. Maybe that's why it's called the element of surprise. Like certain eyeshadows look like a certain color in the palette, and then as soon as you apply it, you're like, whoa, that's surprising. I'm gonna go into that shade Peace of Mind, which is described as a metallic burgundy. And I'm basically going to try with a brush first. And then if that doesn't really work out, I am just gonna go in with my finger here. Ooh, very nice. And the brush isn't wet. I don't have a sticky base. That's pretty good for it being a dry brush, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and wet the brush and see if it makes a difference. I did experience a little bit of fallout with this shade, but that's the reason why I refrained from doing my face makeup first. Really wanted to see if any of the shades had any fallout, and you know, it happens nowadays. It's very common for all eyeshadows to really have fallout. Let's not act surprised here anymore. To darken my outer corner a little bit, I'm gonna go in with Details, and this is a very interesting color. It's like one of those matte shadows with glitter in them. You guys know those are not really like my favorite ones, but it'll be interesting to see what this looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my face here, and then we'll be back for the lower lash line. Okay, so I went ahead and did the rest of my face. I also added some black liquid liner. Now I'm gonna go in with the color Sea Stars, and I'm going to be placing that basically on the lower lash line. And I'm gonna pick up a little bit of blank canvas on like a smaller pencil brush and then smudge that on the outer part of my lash line here. Just gonna take this brush and buff things out. And then I'm gonna add some nude eyeliner into the waterline. For the brow bone, I'm gonna take this beautiful, beautiful color called Feels, and it's basically like an ivory white with like a pink duochrome. And I think that would look so nice. Like, oh, I'm loving this. Now, of course, I'm gonna go in with a ton of mascara. For lips, I'm going to try this color that I just picked up. It is Ziggy. I don't think it's gonna go well with this look, to be honest. I feel like this look deserves just like a plain, like nudie type of lip. But I'm gonna see what it looks like, and if it flows, then it flows. If not, we'll just take it off and try something else, right? It's just makeup, comes right off. Again, I don't think this complements one another, so I am going to change it to a different color. So instead, I'm gonna go in with Aquarius. This is like my safe nude or whatever. It's my absolute favorite nude of all time. So I totally recommend you checking Aquarius out. You will not be disappointed in this color. Absolutely the most perfect nude ever. And that's all I've got for you guys today. So hopefully you enjoyed my little haul slash demo on the Element of Surprise palette. I will continue to come up with looks for you guys because I feel like this palette again is so well rounded, and I am going to be able to come up with so much just on this little palette here. So yeah, if you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and spread my love for makeup, and I will see you guys whenever because I don't know when this will publish. So yeah. Bye-bye. Come at me, gummies. It has turned my brush into this pink color. Oh my gosh, it's so pigmented.